Welcome to Tutor ABC webinar series. My name is James Laframboise. Tonight we are going to be talking about vocabulary and phrases for business communications. The first part is going to be about presentations and meetings. That is oral, verbal communication, talking. Okay? The second part, we will take the same sort of ideas and apply them to your email writing, your business writing. So I will be going through the presentation. If you have questions, I'm pretty sure you can type them in the window. I will try and talk about the questions as they come up, but if I can't talk about it during the session, I will save a little bit of time at the end of the session to try and answer specific questions. But if you have a question, please feel free to type it in the window. We'll try and get to as many questions as we can, okay? And without much further ado, let's begin talking about presentations and meetings. The major difference between a presentation and a meeting when we're talking about language is simply how formal you are and the kind of goals that you're trying to achieve. And when you're talking about meetings, what you're talking about, you're trying to present your material efficiently. You're trying to keep things moving, and you really just want to address concerns and questions effectively and just get things moving and done as quickly and as simply as possible. So the language used in a meeting will generally be pretty simple, straightforward, to the point. A presentation is a little bit different. With a presentation, you need to be a bit more of an entertainer, but you also need to inform people. You need to make them feel comfortable, usually because you're trying to convince them of something or you're trying to sell something to them. So this point here, make a convincing argument. There's a lot of things involved in convincing people. Not just what you say, but how you say it, the words you use, how easily the words come out, these sorts of things. So presentations, you need to be a little bit more careful, and the way you use your language is also a little bit different, okay? The ultimate goal, I think, of a presentation to inform the client, to entertain, but ultimately you want to make them want it. You want them to buy or adopt or use your product or service. When you're starting, we're going to jump right in. And when you're starting, start with your opening. In both a meeting and a presentation, your greeting can be very simple. Good morning, good afternoon, nothing fancier than that. Sometimes you have to sit around a little bit and wait. If you're stuck waiting, how are we doing? Is everyone here? You can ask these sorts of questions in an informal way. If everyone's here, let's get started. Are we ready? Okay, we can start. Let's start the meeting. These are all very simple ways to get things rolling. We would say get the ball rolling. So this is a common idiom involving sports. Let's get the ball rolling. Let's get moving. Let's start the meeting. And of course, to be polite, proper etiquette says if you're going to start a meeting or a presentation, you need to give a simple introduction. You need to welcome any guests or special people at the meeting. A simple introduction can be, hello, I'm James. Welcome to Tutor ABC. For those of you who don't know me, my name is James. I'm a consultant at Tutor ABC. Welcome. Two simple ways. Those who don't know me, I'd like to introduce myself. I'm a teacher from Canada. I have been teaching science for many years, and now I have come to Taiwan to try something different. My name is James, and I'll be your host tonight. So I'd like to introduce myself. Many different ways to sort of build on this. Now, if it's someone else, I'd like to introduce our guest speaker. He is a 5-time national champion, and he has, I can talk about his credentials, his skills, his role, and just say a few words about the person I'm about to introduce, and then go ahead, introduce them. Our guest speaker is da-da-da-da. Let's give a warm welcome, I can say. Let's give a warm welcome to, can say it that way. Let's give a warm welcome to da-da-da-da, John. Okay. Or you can keep it short and sweet. Okay, short and sweet is, hi, my name is James. I'm a consultant from Canada. I will be talking about business communications. Very simple, very effective. Again, if you're dealing with a meeting, you may want to keep it simple. Or if you're dealing with a presentation, you may want to say a couple things about yourself and why the people want to listen to you, depending on your situation, one way or the other.